So we had to leave our campsite this morning from the Club Naples, and their checkout time was 10 o'clock. Our check-in time here at Collier-Seminole State Park isn't until 3 o'clock. So we are in Collier-Seminole State Park right now, and we have our RV set up at the boat area parking lot, and so we are just hanging out for a few hours until our site gets cleared out. Meanwhile, because we have our handy dandy MiFi, yay! I am able to continue working and can work outside underneath this nice covered picnic area, pavilion, and continue to do work.
Circles in, love is first when it lasts. Daylight burning and sifting sand through its glass. Tracks in the sky like highways of gold. Sweet lemon breeze that flew through the cold. I belong to you. Eyes that see right through words of prose. Worlds of me and you in windows of blue. Lifeline and go.
All right, so we're right in the middle of cooking dinner here, which is always an adventure.
It is, and tonight I am making chicken carbonara.
Sounds great.
Yeah, so requires bacon and chicken and pasta and eggs and all sorts of stuff, and peas, and it just becomes, it's a nightmare. Cooking things in stages, cook the chicken first, then cook the bacon.
So really it's a space problem.
It is a space problem.
And it's the one Achilles heel of this particular rig, right?
Yes, yep. And it's, I've noticed on a number of Jayco rigs that this is the same thing. This whole small little kitchen,
right.
They also have it in other, even larger rigs than this one. But we deal with it and go from there. All right, the linguine has gone in, the eggs have been tempered, and now we stir.
And we mix.
And we mix. We mix it all up and make sure that the peas, let me taste a pea. Yeah, those are good. The frozen peas are no longer frozen and we're ready to eat.
All right.
Yeah, let's bring it to the table because, you know, we're camping.
That's right.
So you want to use as few pans as possible.
That is correct.
And that is right.
In fact, that's why we're using paper plates tonight, because we don't want to spend time washing dishes, because we want to get outside while it's still not dark.
While it's daylight. Okay, there we are.
All right, awesome.
Okay.
All right.
We are at Clam Pass Park. Clam Pass Park. And as you can tell, you know, I'm going shopping at Costco because we didn't have a beach bag.
Yeah,
so,
we are woefully unprepared for any of this.
well,
We're just winging it. It's a half day off for the working person in the family.
somebody's got to work.
So we thought we'd come down to Clam Pass Park. It's always highly regarded around here. We've never been, so we're going to take you with us.
I'm holding on to something better than anything I've ever known. We live in seasons like the weather, but one thing's constant all along.
So what do you think of this so far?
I'm among the mangroves, so I'm waiting for a panther to jump out and devour us.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen.
Things may come and take me far away from you, but you hold my heart. I thank the Lord when I have you in my arms. When I'm feeling lost or running low, I sink into your love just like a stone. Even if I'm miles from you, I know wherever you are, I call home.
It is 4 o'clock and it's still 75 degrees out here. It was enjoyable, although
Huge
It was a
difference
little-
between being in the sun and being in the shade. We were under an umbrella. Under the umbrella, it felt like it was 60, and in the sun, it felt like it was 90. So
yeah.
it was a little weird, but it was fun, and it's a beautiful place here. Just really, really nice. So it was a great, relaxing afternoon, and now it's off to dinner.
Sink into my love just like a stone. When you feel lost in all of
It was a good day today. It was a great escape from work and sitting out on the beach all day, which, man, I love the sun. This was a nice clean beach. It was, you know, the powdery white sand, so good times.
Okay, well,
Now we head to the dock and we are going to have us some good groceries.
I'll show you what paella is supposed to look like.
Yeah, not for me. So how many calories do you think you're burning?
2.
Is that enough to burn off all that paella you're about to have?
It's about 1/100th of a shrimp. We'll apologize for how dark it is because we don't know how dark it is.
Yeah.
But we're going to try this anyway. So what did you think of the dock at Crayton Cove?
It was very good. I had the clam strips and
I tell you that the saffron rice on the paella was cooked perfectly. It was nice and fluffy. Sorry, I'm not that guy. I'm the guy that's like, oh, that hamburger was dripping down my arm. It was so awesome. And that wasn't this kind of place. I couldn't act that stupid in there. So it was really good. If you're looking for a place to eat in Naples, it's right on the waterfront. We walked along as the sun was setting along the dock there with these massively huge yachts with all these cute names to cover for the fact that they're $3 million each or whatever. It was still fun. So it was an enjoyable experience, and we would highly recommend that restaurant to anyone. So there you have it. Closing out a great day, and we'll be back tomorrow.
Good morning. So it's Saturday morning, and we just left our park and we're heading to, we just came over into Marco Island, and we're heading for breakfast to
Doreen's Cup of Joe for breakfast.
They have an extensive breakfast menu, surprisingly, because it sounds like it's just a coffee shop, but it's much more than that. So we'll bring you along today as we explore Marco Island. And actually, we're not really doing a whole lot.
Exploring our laundry is actually what we're exploring.
Exploring the laundromat.
7 days of laundry. There's a lot to explore in there. So what do you got there?
So, I am drinking a Florida fresh squeezed mimosa, a virgin mimosa.
Think about that.
Think about that.
You want to come right down and split it? And then it goes right through.
That's cool.
It is awesome.
Oh, look, you can see the oranges right here.
Yeah, no, it's fantastic. Now we saw that. Let's get you a taste of that. It's about the best orange juice you're ever gonna have right there. About as fresh as it comes.
Oh my gosh, this is incredible. That is so good. That is just amazing.
You should do a commercial for us.
I'm gonna.
Good morning. So we're a couple of days removed from Collier-Seminole State Park, but we wanted to do a quick close-up review of what we thought of Collier-Seminole, and then we'll put a cap on that. So what were your thoughts about Collier-Seminole, just in general?
You know, we are really fond of RV sites that have concrete pads. It was a decent enough park. It was a vintage Florida park.
Definitely.
I
think if you're looking for the old Florida feel, in the mangroves, that sort of thing where you're removed from civilization, it's a great park for that. It's also great in the sense that if it's winter and you're trying to escape, the cold of other parts of the country, you can't get any further south without being in the Keys than Collier-Seminole. So from that perspective, it's great. I kind of felt like the park was a little bit smaller than a lot of the parks. Even just walking around, we didn't even take the bikes out because we just felt like, you ride the bike and you're done in 5 minutes.
And there weren't a whole lot of trails either.
No, there really weren't. I mean, given the topography there, it's kind of easy to understand that. There were some nice parts of it. The basin where you launch kayaks was really nicely done. I mean,
Yes.
fabulously done. When we first arrived, we parked there, for about an hour while we were waiting for our site to open up. And there were all sorts of kayakers getting into the water. It was a really nice area. They did a really nice job with the whole thing. There's a playground. There are a couple of picnic pavilions that were there. It's a great place to spend a day, just kind of chilling out there. And that's kind of how I look at the whole park as, in its entirety. It's a great place to chill out. But there aren't a lot of trails. You're kind of 8 miles from anything. Naples it's only 8 miles away, so it's not that big of a deal. But you're pretty isolated out there. And there's just, it's just a great place to chill. If you love chilling, that's the perfect place to go.
Yeah.
If you're looking for things to do, it's probably a little lighter on things to do than some of the other parks. But it's still a beautiful park. There's no question about it. Florida does just a really great job with their state parks anyways, and this is no exception. But there are other state parks in the Florida system where there's just a lot more to do. So if you're going there with the expectation that you're going to be busy, 16 hours a day for a week, Collier's not your best option there, unless you're thinking about using that as just a base of operations. But if you're looking for things to do, now you're getting into the sweet spot of the whole Naples, Marco Island area. There's just a million things to do in Naples and Marco Island. It's just a beautifully blessed area geographically. Tons of beaches, lots of activities. It's really a great place. So from that perspective, it's a great place to go. So did we have a great time there?
We had an okay
It was okay.
time.
It was okay. We got out of the cold. Not that there's cold in Central Florida, but it was warmer in the southern part of Florida. And we're glad.
We had rain.
We had rain for a whole day, pretty much
deluge
on
of
Saturday, the day
rain,
before we
right.
left. But that.
Which goes back to my comment about not having a concrete pad.
Yeah, it got a little.
And our site just seemed to be in the lower level of most sites.
Right, so it's kind of mucky.
Yeah.
But other than that, it was a nice place. I certainly don't regret going there. Would I go back there again? I guess, under certain circumstances, if I wanted to go to Naples.
Us personally.
Yeah, us personally. If I wanted to go to Naples, sure. It's convenient enough to there and Marco Island that it's a great base of operations. As a destination itself, I'd probably pick other parks if I had that option. But there you go. So that does it for Collier-Seminole. Now we move on to WP Franklin again. This will be the second time we go to WP Franklin because it's such a beautiful park, and then on to Ortona South, which is on the same Caloosahatchee waterway.